The first ever deer hunt for me and Colt. He's hunting with a 450 Bushmaster.
Yes, sir.
107 yards. And let's go take a look. I'll follow you, sir.
It has just been revealed that Colt Gray was bullied and ridiculed by classmates who called him gay. According to the father, it was very difficult for his son to go to school and not get picked on. During a conversation with police in May 2023, Colin Gray said that he had recently separated from Colt's mother, who took their younger 2 children, leaving him to care for Colt, who was having difficulties at Jefferson Middle School. Colt was described as quiet and shy, and would only respond with single-word answers when they worked as a group on projects. Colin said that Colt doesn't really think straight and that he was trying to teach his son about weapons and engage him in outdoor activities to get him away from those video games. The father said that he and his son frequently discussed school shootings. On Friday, Gray appeared in court, shackled, and followed closely by his father, who was told that he could face up to 180 years in prison if found guilty of helping his son obtain the AR-style rifle allegedly used to kill 4 students and teachers.
Hello everyone, today I will be reacting to this video. I hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching.
In essence, you are charged with 4 counts of felony murder, as outlined in the state warrants that have been issued against you. I want to make you aware that the maximum penalty for felony murder, so for each count, the maximum penalty is that you could be punishable by death, by imprisonment for life, without parole, or by imprisonment for life, with the possibility of parole.
Breaking news. Father of Georgia teen SHOOT suspect has been arrested. Colt Gray has a shattered home life, a mother who has been arrested multiple times for DRUG trafficking, and a father who gave him a GUN for Christmas last year. Colt Gray is a suspect in the Georgia school SHOOT, in which 2 classmates and 2 teachers DIED. One of his former neighbors and landlords claimed he grew up in a broken home where police and children's services would regularly visit. His mother, Marcy, is 43 and has a very serious case. His father, Colin, 54, bought his troubled son a UN for Christmas, just months after the FBI came to the Gray home to investigate a game in which Colt had threatened to SHOOT up his school. Neighbors living next door to the Gray family said his mother would lock him and his sister out at night often, and sometimes the youngest child would come in and demand food. Colt's aunt claimed that his nephew had been suffering from mental health issues, and that in the months leading up to the incident he had been begging everyone around him for help. Colt Gray was a very quiet child, and this is how he was described by his classmates and neighbors. He often skipped school and hung out alone in the woods and around nearby unfinished houses. What do you think about the family influence on Colt Gray?
The father of the Appalachia High School suspect has been arrested for knowingly allowing his son to have a weapon, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Colin Gray, 54, has a slew of charges that include manslaughter. Colin told investigators he purchased the weapon used in the Appalachia High School crime as a holiday present for his son in December 2023, according to law enforcement sources. One source stated the weapon was purchased at a local store as a Christmas present. The timeline that Colt's father provided to authorities would put the purchase months after they first contacted the family to investigate school threats made online. His 14-year-old son reportedly told investigators, "I did it," while being questioned, according to the sheriff's office. During a search of their home, authorities also found documents they believe were written by the teenager and referenced similar incidents in the past. The suspect was a new student at Appalachia High, having only been there for a partial day. The day of the crime was his first full day at the school, added the Barrow County Sheriff's Office.
Another arrest has been made with relation to yesterday's shooting at Appalachia State. Colin Gray, the father of 14-year-old Colt Gray, who was the shooter yesterday, has been arrested. The Georgia Bureau of Investigations have charged him with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of murder in the 2nd degree, and 8 counts of cruelty to children. Now, y'all remember the FBI investigated Colt Gray last year because he had made threats of school violence. At that time, they interviewed his father, who assured them that he had no access to the guns within their home. The gun has been identified as an AR-15. No doubtedly, it came from his father, Colin Gray. The Georgia Bureau of Investigations has said that these charges stem from him providing Colt with that firearm. This is becoming a new trend. If you remember, back in May, 2 Michigan parents were convicted and now face 10 years in prison for their role in providing their son with the gun that was used in the school shooting. And they absolutely should be charged. And we're absolutely going to have to start charging more people, because Colin, in this case, knew that his son was a danger, knew that he shouldn't be around guns, because the FBI specifically asked him that. And he actually said, hey, he's not around guns, because he knew that that kid should not be around guns. He was the last line of defense before this happened. He was the last one that could have prevented this, and he didn't. And I hope he gets more than 10 years.
I'm a lawyer in real life. I don't play one on television. Colt Gray, the 16-year-old who killed 4 people at a Georgia school this week, cannot and will not be charged with the death penalty, and let me explain why. In 2005, the Supreme Court ruled that if you're under the age of 18, you cannot be given the death penalty. And that is because the scientific evidence says that until you reach 18 to 22, your brain is not fully developed. You're not able to make the same type of decisions as an adult. You have poor impulse control. And for that reason, the Supreme Court decided until you reach the age of 18, you cannot receive the death penalty. Now, we know there are a lot of things that people under the age of 18 cannot do. They can't vote, they can't serve in the military, they can't serve on juries, they can't drink alcohol. So let me know if you think it is appropriate that people under the age of 18 do not receive the death penalty. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think about this.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you